Yeah, good morning. Welcome to True Comrade TV, the channel that stands with truth and justice. This morning, we are bringing you the continuation of our yesterday discussion on the events that took place during the coronation ceremony of a certain chief. Yesterday, we were able to look at a segment of a speech delivered by Dr. Philip Dewey, and I believe most of you have seen the reaction. Today, we'll be looking at the second person, which is the former governor of Taraba State, Reverend Jolly Fi Nyame. But before we dive into his speech, I want us to look at some reaction in the face of our general after speeches, and what happened after Jolly Nyame's speech. Please, let's look at the reaction. The first part is the speech of Dr. Dewey. Watch how the general reacted.
Thank you, Dr. Philip Dewey.
You see that? He was happy, clapping his hand. Now let's look at what happened after the speech of the Emir of Muri. Did you see that? The general clapped his hand in joy. All right. What happened after Sophia made his speech?
Thank you.
Did you see that? Excited. Okay, let's look at the reaction of the general after Jolly Nyame's speech.
And let's make it very clear, this is an electrifying atmosphere. A great job by the committee, but we're not going to waste much of Governor of Plateau State, who is no other person.
Good. I'll leave you with the rest to judge. But in the clip, you can observe that the general threw his face away. He doesn't want to look at the former governor anymore. Now the question is, what was the speech like? What actually Reverend Jolly Nyame said? Let's look at the speech in detail.
Your Excellencies, the Executive Governor of Taraba State, the Chairman of this occasion, our guest of honor, the Governor of Edo State, our guest, the Governor of Plateau State, the Honorable Minister, members of the National Assembly here present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. 32 years ago, precisely 29th of May, 1992, I was sworn in as the first civilian governor of Taraba State. From that time to now, 32 years, I have learned a lot about the people of Taraba State. And there are two things I want to share with the people of Taraba State, more especially the governor and our brand new chief. In the times of old, in the New Testament, in the Old Testament, God gave his people priests and prophets to govern them. They said no. They were so notorious, and he had to give them a king. They were so notorious, and he had to give them a king. They were so notorious, and he had to give them a king.
Hope you are following. You just heard what our former governor have said. He said the people were so notorious in the past that they rejected the priests God gave them to lead them. Rather, they demanded for king, and God gave them king according to their demand. Remember, notorious. They were so notorious. All right, let's continue.
What I have learned in my years of governance in Taraba State is that the ethnic group, the tribes in Taraba State, can be notorious, can go all the way to ask for a king, and go all the way to ask for a king, and go all the way to ask for a king. And today we are here, and it is as a result of the yearning and aspirations of a people in Takum. They have now got a king.
And according to him again, he said that the people can go as far, can go anywhere or always to ask for a king. And today, we are here as the result of the notorious agitation of a people. Now mark that word, a people. He wasn't referring to the people of Takum, but a certain faction of people in Takum. Are you following? Good. Of a people in Takum, they have now got a king. You see, if you look at that very well, he said, that is by implication, the people were so notorious. They have gone so many ways to request for a king. And they are here because they have given them one. All right, let's continue.
Excellency, let me say here that there are so many ethnic groups, not only in Taraba State, even here in Takum, that are yearning for one. And I know Governor Kefas, the type of person you are, you have a listening ear. I know you will listen to the various ethnic groups, tribes that are yearning for that aspiration. So let me say here openly and clearly, let me call on all the tribes in Taraba State, whatever you want, we have a governor that has a listening ear. You don't have to jump up and down looking for favor left and right. All you need to do is come, sit down with the governor. He has a listen here. He will listen to you. The yearning and aspiration of the people of Takum has been met today. And to our brand new chief and to our Excellency, the Governor of Taraba State, all we want is peace. And I call upon the people of Takum and Taraba State generally, there can never be any meaningful development without peace. As I was driving come into Takum, there are a lot of houses that were burnt, roofs were blown off. Some people have vacated their houses, have gone. But I believe you're coming in as the chief of Takum. This thing is going to be a thing of the past. And I want to ask you, Your Excellency, you have a task ahead of you. Our people are yearning. They want leadership. You have a listening ear. The former governor of the state did his best by appointing third-class traditional rulers. But when you came in, because of the type of person you are, when he gave them plate numbers without car, you gave them a car with plate numbers. Your Excellency, on behalf of the people of Taraba State, We know you have a listening ear. You will listen to the yearning and aspiration of the people. Taraba will be peaceful once more again. Thank you. Thank you. May God bless Taraba State. May God bless Nigeria.
Observe very well. Among all that delivered speech there, nobody was able to touch the issue of crisis in Takum. Nobody. But the ex-governor was bold enough to remind the general and the people around of the incident going on in Takum. Remember, he said that when he was making his way into the town, he saw so many houses were burned and the people were nowhere to be found. Anyway, I'm not concluding, but I'm bringing it to us here to as well understand why our general's reaction changed.
Atmosphere, a great job by the committee, but we're not going to waste much of governor of Plateau State, who is no other person.